Fine, good morning to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and you all are doing well. I hope by God's grace you all are safe. So pray to God daily for your health, your studies, your parents, okay? So each and everything. So warm greetings to you all students. Welcome to our today's online class. Okay students, so now we are studying about chapter 5. That means from the last week class we have discussed about chapter 5, isn't it? So what's the title of this chapter students? Python variables and operators, isn't it? So in this chapter, so first part get over, that means first part you have studied. So first part already I said it is very important for your practicals. So how you are going to do practical, same thing I have explained in the last week class, isn't it? How you need to open that. So which software you are using students? Python, isn't it? Python idle 3.x. So how you need to open that one and how you need to type and how you need to save the file, how you need to run the file and how you need to close the file, etc., isn't it? Okay. So today onwards, today you are going to study one very important 5-mark questions and also most expected 5-mark question. Understood students? So today you are going to study one most very important, this chapter, very important 5-mark question you are going to study, tokens. Okay students? So listen carefully. So all of you take your textbooks and listen what are things I am taking. Understood students? Okay. So first thing, comments in Python. So what do you mean by comments? Okay. So comments means in the last year C++ also you have studied. So you have seen in a program, if you have studied lot of programs, isn't it? So near to the programs at the side they have given some lines with a symbol called hash. Isn't it? So some lines they have given, important lines they have given, at the end of that line they have given some explanation or anything with the symbol called what? Hash. So what's the meaning of that one? So that symbol we are calling as an comment symbol. Okay, so what's the meaning of that one means, so what are the things you are giving near to that symbol, so that line will not be considered by the, that while you are running the program, you have typed the program and something near to the line you are giving near to the hash symbol. What's the meaning of that line? Normally, so you need to give the meaning of that line or what's the use of that line, so that you will be giving near to the which symbol? Hash symbol. Okay, so what are things you are giving in the hash symbol will not be taken by what? That particular compiler or particular what? That interpreter. Okay, so that is only for your understanding purpose. What's the meaning of this line? That's all. Understood students? What's the meaning hash symbol? Okay, oh sorry, what's the meaning of command line? So command line always starts with the symbol hash symbol. Okay students, so the things you have given inside this hash symbol will not be considered by the particular compiler or interpreter while you are running the program. Okay, so you can also able to give the comments in a single line or multi-line. Okay, single line means, listen carefully, see the example. Okay, single line means you need to give only one hash symbol at the starting. Okay, so if you need to give the comments at a single line means you need to give the hash symbol at the starting. Okay, at the same time you need to give the explanation is more than one line means, listen carefully, see the next line. First you need to give the hash symbol and you need to type what are the things you need, what are the things you need to give as an explanation. That you can give. First starting you need to give the hash symbol, then what are the lines you need to type, that lines you need to type, and at the end also you can end with the hash symbol. Maybe it's a 2-line or 3-line or 4th line. Starting also you need to give the hash symbol and ending also you need to give the hash symbol. Understood what's the meaning of command line? So comments always starts with which symbol? Hash symbol. So what's the meaning of this one? What are the things that means? Explanation of particular line or what's the use of that one, that and all you can give inside hash symbol. So what are things you have given inside the hash symbol will not be taken by the compiler or interpreter for while running the program. And also you can able to give the comments even in a single line and also multi-line. Single line means starting you need to give the hash symbol. Multi-line means starting also you need to give the hash symbol and also where you are going to end also you need to give the hash symbol. Understood students? Okay. So next one is indentation. Okay. So indentation means nothing but space. Okay. Indentation means nothing but what? Space. Okay. For example, you are typing these two words. So in this, in between two words, normally how you will write? In between two words, you will leave some space, isn't it? For lower class students, they will say to the students, isn't it? Keep one finger in between. Why first you need to write one word, then keep a finger, leave a space, and you need to write the next word, isn't it? So that lower class students, the teachers will practice the students to leave a space like that. Same way, computer also, if you are typing means you will leave some spaces. So each and everybody in between, each and everybody will give some space. At the same time, at the starting, for example, you are going to write one paragraph. Okay. So at the starting, whether you will write, for example, if you are going to write one paragraph, means first you will put the heading, isn't it? Then next, after the next line of the heading, whether you will start it from the ending of the margin, no, you will space, leave some space, and then only you will start. That space is called, which space means tab space. Understand? For example, I am telling, so here this is the heading. Okay, the same heading I am giving at this end. So and also if I am giving the heading, so I am not going to start from this end. So I am starting from here. So in between some space will be there, no, that is called tab space. Okay, so indentation means, so spaces, how many spaces, what are the spaces and what are the tab keys you are using inside the program. So that only we are calling as an what? Indentation. And then understood what do you mean by indentation? So using the space and tabs in a program block, we are calling as an what? Indentation. So blocks means nothing but, for example, if you are going to write one function, consider the last year program, void read data of. How you will write? Void read data of, then you will open one brace, then close one brace. In between you will write. Isn't it? The same way only, same thing only you need to follow for in the language C, C++, Java, all the things you are using which one to represent the block? This curly brace. Okay. So all this C, C++, Java, all this language you are using which one to represent the block? Important one more question. Okay students? C, C++, Java, this and all you are using which one to indicate the blocks? Curly brace. Okay. Even loop, for loop or if condition, whatever may be. Okay, but in Python, so this curly brace is not important. You are not going to use curly brace. Instead of that, space is very, very important. So number of space you are going to leave after the function. Maybe first line you are writing the function, then next line the format will be there. So automatically it will, if you are, once you are writing the function, if you press enter key means automatically it will come to the next line with leave the space of 2 or 3 space. Automatically it will leave. Okay, so how much space it will leave, that space will be common for till the end of the function. So that is very, very important. So Python language, the space is very, very important. If you are leaving, if you are done some mistake in leaving one space means also you won't get output. That's the thing. Okay, but C and C++ that blocks you are represented using which is symbol curly brace, but in Python it's not like that. Instead of leaving that giving inside that curly brace, you are going to leave some space. That means some fixed space will be there for each and everything. Understood what you mean by indentation? Okay, so comments you have studied, then you have studied what do you mean by indentation. Okay. So next you are going to study one very, very important and most expected 5-mark question, tokens. Very, very important 5-mark question, students. Please put very, very important in your textbook also. Okay students. So what do you mean by this question is same you have studied in last year 9th chapter. Are you remembering students? Types of operators. Identify. Last year also you have studied same thing. Identifiers, keywords, operators, delimiters, literals. This and the last year also you have studied same thing only. Okay, those who have studied that question thorough in the last year, that students no need to worry about this question. They can easily study. Okay, so whatever may be, all the students can study easily. Only very, very easy question this. So listen carefully. That only I am telling. Whatever things I am telling, listen carefully. Then easily you can study. Okay, student. So what do you mean by token? So what do you mean by token mean? So Python breaks each logical line into sequence of elementary lexical component. So what's the meaning means? For example, take if you are going to write one paragraph, take 2 lines. Okay, so 2 lines, whether you will write all these 2 lines all together without leaving any space and without giving any meaning, whether you will write? No. So each and every word of the 2 lines will give some meaning. Isn't it? For example, there is a computer. What's the meaning? There, one meaning will be there. Is one meaning will be there. Computer, word, one meaning will be there. So what do you mean by tokens? So it will, now read this line. So in the Python programming language, it will break each logical line into a sequence of elementary lexical component. That means, for example, one line will be there means, so it will break. That means each and every word, it will give what? Some meaningful things. Okay. So it will break each and every line into a elementary lexical. Lexical means some meaningful things. So each and everything, it will give some meaningful thing. That is called what? Tokens. Important 2-mark question also. What do you mean by tokens? Understood? This token is a important 3-mark or sometimes they will ask for 2-mark. So if they ask for 3-mark or 2-mark means you should write the definition and this will write the, need to write the types. So what do you mean by token now itself? Please study students. Same. So Python breaks each logical line into a sequence of small elementary lexical component is called what? Tokens. Okay. So how many types of tokens are there? Okay. So there are different types of tokens are there. What are different types? Identifiers, keywords, operators, delimiters and literals. Okay. What are the different types of tokens? Identifiers, keywords, operators, delimiters and literals. Okay. So if they ask for the 2-mark question means you should write till this one. So once more you say, students, what do you mean by tokens? It will break each logical line into a sequence of small elementary lexical component. That is called what? Tokens. So what are the normal types of tokens? Identifiers, keywords, operators, delimiters and literals. Okay. So here white space separation is necessary. What do you mean by white space separation? Space. Already I said no. In between, if you are writing 2 words means you will leave some space. Likewise in Python, this space is very, very important. So white space separation is very, very important between all these tokens. Understood? Okay. So now you are going to study about each and every topic in detail. Okay. What's the first topic? Identifiers. So normally what's the meaning of identifier? Normally you will be a ID card, isn't it? What's the use of ID card? Identity card. What's the use? So if your identity card will give the information about who that person, isn't it? So what's the name of the person? What's the address of the person? That means all the personal details it will give. So likewise in a programming language also identifier is there. Okay. So what do you mean by identifier mean? So it's just a name. Identifier is just a what? Name. Okay. So it is mainly used to identify in a program. So this identifier is mainly used to identify what are things mean? Variable, function, class, module or object. What do you mean by variable? For example, programs you will use no A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. So that we can call as what? Variable. Functions. What do you mean by functions? Void read data of. Void put data of. That and we can call this what? Function. Isn't it? Then class student of. Module means small things, isn't it? Object. Class along with one variable. That is called object. So likewise, identifier will give the some identity. So this is like this is a variable. This is a function. It's a class. It's a module or it's an object. Understood what I mean by identifier? It's just a name. Identifier is a one name. So that name is mainly used to identify what? It's a name of a variable or a function or a class or an object. Understood the first point? Okay. Then, so next point, the identifier always starts with an alphabet. Understood? Identifier always starts with an what? Alphabet. Okay. What's alphabet? A to Z. So always the identifier starts. How you can identify this is the identifier in the program? So identifier always starts with the alphabet A to Z. It may be a capital letter A to Z or small letter A to Z. Or how you can identify mean? So the identifier will have underscore symbol. Understood? So the identifier will have which symbol? Underscore symbol. So identifier always starts with the alphabet A to Z. Maybe it's a capital letter or small letter. And also how you can identify with the symbol underscore. Understood? So next thing. So our next identifiers also contain digits, that is 0 to 9. Okay, identifiers also contain what? Digits 0 to 9. Okay. So next thing, identifiers are case sensitive. What do you mean by case sensitive mean? So uppercase and lowercase letter. For example, some places in a C++ program you have studied, no? Some place you will write. For example, void main of. Whether you will write the void main of in a capital letter? No. At the same time you will write header file. Hash include IOStream. Whether you will write the thing in a capital letter? No. So that's a format. small letter only you need to write that line. So that is a case sensitive. Some places you need to write only in small letter. Some places you need to write in capital letter. Okay. So in the place you need to write small letter, the same thing. For example, hash include iostream. Same thing, if you are writing with capital letter means you will get a error message. So that's a case sensitive. So Python language is also a case sensitive. That means uppercase and lowercase letters you need to give the differentiate. Understood? Next, next point, it is not a Python keyword. So keyword means some letter. For example, if, else, for. So this one we can call as a keywords. So if you are giving some name means it will not be a Python keyword. Understood? Then next thing. So this Python will not allow punctuation character. That means some symbols. Maybe it's a percentage or dollar or at or whatever maybe. Okay. So this punctuation symbol is will not allowed in a which one? Identifier. Understood? So what do you mean by identifier? It is just a name. It's mainly used to what identifier? Variable or function or a class. Now itself please study. Okay. And also the identifier always starts with which one? Alphabet. Okay. From capital letter A to Z or small letter A to Z, and also how you can identify with the symbol underscore. Okay. So and also identifier, the name contain what? Digits. So next thing is a case sensitive. What do you mean by case sensitive? That is uppercase and lowercase. Uppercase means capital letter, lowercase means small letter. So based on that you need to distinct. Okay. So next one is it will not be a Python keyword. So what are the name you are giving? It's not a Python keyword, and also it will not allow any punctuation symbols or anything. So see here they are giving some identifiers. See first one, some, whether it is identifier. Yes, because it starts with the alphabet. Yes. The next one, see total underscore marks. Yeah, here also we can say identifier because underscore symbol is there, isn't it? Next, register number. It's just a word. The num1. So you have studied, third point, identifiers may also contain numbers or digit. See, so it's a identifier. See next one, example of invalid identifiers. So see the next one, 12 name. Whether the identifier starts with number? No, only alphabet. So it's not a valid or invalid. See the next one, name dollar. Dollar symbol is there. You have studied, the symbols will not be allowed. So we can say it's not a identifier. Then total minus mark. Only underscore symbol is there. But here they are giving minus symbol. So it also a not a identifier. Then continue. It's a keyword. Okay, it's a keyword. Continue this and all using keyword in Python program. So this also not a identifier. Understood? Okay. So next one is keywords. So this is also important 2-mark question. Define keyword. Okay. So keywords means some special words you are using in the Python program. Okay. So normally in C++ program also you will use some keyword. If, else, for, isn't it, not. So this and all normally using keywords. So keywords means nothing but some special words you are using in the program. Maybe it's a Python program or C++ program, whatever may be. Okay. So each and every keywords will have some special meaning. Okay. So for example, true you are using means what's the meaning? It's a true. False means false thing. So if means it's a condition. Class means it will give a define it is a class. While means it's a loop. So likewise each and every keywords will have what? Some specific meaning. Understood? It's important 2-mark question. Listen, what do you mean by keyword? Keyword is some special words used in a which program? Python program. So why you are using this kind of keywords means while you are running the program, then only the particular compiler or interpreter can able to identify this or it will give the structure of this program. Okay. So each and every keywords will have some normal specific meaning. Okay. So that keywords will not be used for some any other purpose. So here, so lot of this and all false. Here, what are the things they have given inside the tabular column? Maybe all the things are keywords only. So no need to mug up it or study it all the keywords. So you can study only 5 or 6. So last year you have studied, which one is easy for you? Maybe true, false, then if, else, elif, def, then return. Is what are the words you have familiar for you? Last year you have studied, among that you need to write that 5 or 6 words. So a different keyword they asked means you need to write the definition, then put a heading example, you need to write 5 or 6 words. Understood, students? Okay. So very important question, tokens. It's a very big question also. So among the tokens only 2 topics I have completed. What are they? Define token I have completed. Then identifier I have completed and keyword. So today's study portion is, listen students, after completion of this session, you should study and write. So define token. Okay, then define identifier, define keywords. These three things you should study and write in your computer notebook. This is the homework for the students. Very, very important 5 mark question. Study well and take care well. Thank you, students.